Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to Valorant News. So much happening right now in the Valorant community. Rostermania is absolute chaos. People are going left, right and centre after the North America last chance qualifier especially. Apparently a lot of teams very interested to get Steel onto their books. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, hitting the like button is the best thing you can do to help this channel reach more people. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Bottom right hand corner. You guys know the drill. Dimasic first of all. Ninjas in Pajamas we looked at yesterday. They decided to effectively drop their European roster and move to Latin America. Now, Dimasic, who was in their team, is it's kind of confusing because he was on their team and then he got dropped and then he tweets this out and says, okay, I'm still an NIP player. I'm looking for others right now. I'm very motivated. So he kind of was an NIP player, then he wasn't again, then he still is and he's looking for offers. But I still think they're moving to Latin America, so it's kind of strange. But yeah, kind of these players getting messed around a little bit. I think maybe this came out of the blue a little bit for some of these guys, especially did for a large part of the community. And this also from a Sentinel a couple of days ago, we looked at cNed, who was kind of involved in this potentially Twitch money laundering type scandal, where people will use stolen credit cards to send people bits, and therefore and then they'll take half of it and they'll give the other half back to the person who donated them the bits. Apparently that's the thing that was revealed kind of when all the Twitch leaks came out, that a load of small streamers were having an obscene amount of bits donated. But anyway, the kind of theory about that was that potentially Riot might come in, Riot Turkey might come in and ban these guys that were involved, because I think it was a real issue in the Turkish esports scene, and cNed being one of the guys involved, of course, potentially meant to be attending Champions right in December. Now, as Asuna says, a lot of misinformation, a lot of speculation about this type of situation. I guess I'll bring it up on the big screen for you guys so you can actually read the thing. But they kind of say no contract with the perpetrator with the scheme. He didn't report it to Twitch, which he regretted at the time. So I don't really think this seems like a massive deal, to be honest. It doesn't seem like there's anything particularly intentional going on here. And at the same time, what will the punishment be, right? Because he's kind of admitting to his errors in some degree. But is there going to be is it going to be a fine that comes through, or is it going to be a straight up ban, right? Because if there is a ban or a suspension or something, then you're it's obviously tough to say what then happens at Champions. So definitely something that I'll keep my eyes on over the coming days. But yeah, kind of a surprise to see this go the way it has. Of course, this is kind of as Jake Lucky explains real quick about how the payout leak came through, and then people are using these scammers, stolen credit cards, donating bits, get some of the money back. Whether that happened in cNed's case, it doesn't seem like that's necessarily true, but still may have implications for Champions. Of course, I've seen one of the better players in that region, no doubt. This then, of course, as we looked at yesterday from the FaZe Clan side, after the North America last chance qualifier where they had a tragic result, they got double rounded effectively. They lost to Rise, which is a respectable loss looking back at the tournament, and they lost their version 1-2-0 to lose their tournament place. Now, it really felt like they weren't playing particularly well as a team, and babybay they decided to get rid of going into the new roster they're trying to build. Bit of a surprise to a lot of people, to be honest, but I'm sure he'll find a good offer elsewhere. Now, of course, a one-person change probably wasn't going to cut it here, and as George says, he's been saying a few things on the timeline lately that he is, certainly an insider within the Valorant scene, fair few sources that tend to be very accurate. FaZe Clan is actively looking to replace babybay, but there are some other players with offers from other organizations on the roster. As such, babybay will likely not be the only player leaving FaZe. So other players on that team, obviously babybay, one of the bigger names there, who really knows what they're planning, but of course, FaZe want to keep on some good pieces, but if they didn't really want babybay there, then they're probably going to have to rebuild from the ground up again for VCT 2022. And if other players on the team have offers from other organizations that are also looking to make changes right after the LALCQ, then I'm sure there's absolute chaos about to hit the timeline. But I'm sure many other teams getting involved in this situation. So yes, babybay not the only player to be leaving FaZe, it does seem. And then this tweet came out from Dust talking about Steel. So we well know that a month or so ago, a few weeks ago, Steel got dropped from 100 Thieves. Boy came into the team, and there was a lot of talk about it. Would it be a good move? Would it help them? Of course, they start off pretty well at the last chance qualifier, then it moves to online, and things don't go so well, and they kind of got clowned for the decision to bring Boy in and drop their in-game leader just before a massive tournament like that. So of course, Steel is kind of considering his options, right? Where is he going to go? Because I'm sure a lot of teams are looking at potentially a new IGL. So Dust is kind of saying these are the teams that should be making him an offer. FaZe would certainly be a decent option, right? As we just looked at TSM, GenG, NRG, and Box, for example. Obviously not considering personality conflicts, who wants to play with who, etc. I can't lie those things. These are simply teams that have talent but need direction. I think that's a fair comment. Now, as George comes out and says, actually, 3 of them already have. Now, it clarifies by saying the word offer needs to be used loosely in the sense they haven't necessarily given him a straight up offer, but they've talked to him with the implication of yeah, we could be interested to bringing you on. So definitely showing interest, and maybe some of them have given him an offer and said okay, we're kind of ready to get things going if you want to get involved. So apparently 3 of these teams, FaZe FaZe, TSM, GenG, NRG, and Ambox, you guys can speculate down below. But of course, with FaZe making moves, that might be somewhat likely. Thinking about bringing Steel into their team, because I mean, that would be a great storyline. Steel, well, when he gets to on one of these teams seemingly and maybe plays against 100 Thieves, that's certainly going to be a spicy one for sure. But yes, Steel seemingly getting some offers here for North American Valorant. No real surprises there. But yeah, seemingly one of these teams could be the answer. This also from a Psycho over at Exit. Just wanted to mention this real quick, because plenty of talk about this. The amount of attempted poaching going on right now is sad. I should start exposing these teams and stuff for their shady tactics. So of course, Exit fall out of the last charge qualifier as well. If there's any confusion, Exit Valorant players are not for sale. The players and I are, well, proud of what we built here. So the coach of the Exit roster. But yeah, kind of interesting, right? A lot of these organizations, maybe some of the ones we just mentioned, talking to some of the Exit guys behind the back of the coaching staff and behind the back of the team itself, just saying, yeah, okay, we're interested to get you. Like, I mean, maybe send us a message. We'll figure something out, rather than going through, I guess, what the proper channels would be. So yeah, poaching potentially going on here, and people like Psycho clearly not too happy about it. Wanted to mention this real quick as well. So some response really from the competitive scene to the right-click changes that went down, of course, well, in patch 3.09. And this clip I'll just share for you guys from ShahZaM, where he's kind of really discussing the right-click changes. He tries to use it, doesn't really work, because any like slight movement you make when you're firing will like reduce their, well, it increases the error an awful lot now, which means that your 3 shots aren't going to hit the same place. So the spread definitely increases, and therefore you don't get the kills as easily. So ShahZaM reckons it kind of sucks now. Whether that's a good thing, whether that's a bad thing, guess it remains to be seen.
Waiting for you. I'll see him.
I'll see him. Hey, Mako.
Wow, that sucks now.
I should get go see.
Oh,
104, 104. Nice. Right click sucks now, dude. I wish my teammate didn't peek him garage window.
He was right side. Fuck.
Yeah, I killed him, but I had him 5 times, man. Right click.
Scanning ahead.
Cannot be flank, I don't think.
Just to finish off with a couple of things, unfortunately, Australs, who have, well, a pretty successful team, really, in the Latin America South region. I'm pretty sure they're from Chile. They've decided to effectively close their doors. Today comes to the end of something unique that we all built. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you for everything. Goodbye, they say. So, yes, well, Australs, after having some pretty good success, really, for a little bit of time in that region, just, it's really difficult without sponsors and stuff to actually keep things up and running. So, they're deciding to shut down, which is kind of unfortunate to see. And just to finish off with this, I thought was interesting, was the ranked distribution as of patch 3.09 from, well, valking.gg over at Instagram, I believe. And I'm pretty sure this changed to some degree, because I'm pretty sure, like, the last one, silver was like 33, if not a bit higher percentage. Now there's, well, more people in gold, more people in platinum, radiant, of course, 0.1. But, yeah, generally it seems trending upwards. Maybe some, well, some rank inflation going on right here. But, I guess that makes sense really over time as people get better. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, I'd greatly appreciate a like on the video. Tells those YouTube overlords this is a good video. Others like you should enjoy it as well. And I've grown the competitive Valorant community. Thank you much as always. Take care. And I will see you next time.